Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with yet another brew review. And today we are having a beer from a brewery that we all know and love. Again, we are going back to Brussels Beer Project. For some reason, and it's an obvious reason, I've done a lot of beers by this brewery. So for that reason I was planning on not doing a lot of Brussels Beer Project anymore, or at least in the near future. But that was, earlier today I got in the store and I saw this can, a very lovely pastel colorful can with a circus taffel on it. And here we see a clown balancing on a beam with two other clowns, with a pig, with an acrobat with an anvil, but it's all in the details, because here this clown is wearing an American flag outfit, and this one has a red nose but also a very recognizable hairdo. So it got me thinking. And then I saw the name, and it's called American Clown, and all the text is in the American colors. So yeah, didn't have to think for too long. So this is a Trump-inspired parody, and I love humor in general. But with all the things going on in the world right now, yeah, guess where my head went. Now, this is a 7.5% ABV double New England IPA, and that is in itself very attractive. But their description: this double New England IPA takes center stage with juicy hops and a 7.5% punch. The wig may be fake, but the flavor is the real deal. I actually never read this. Bold, juicy, and apricot-y. Or we might say peachy. I'd rather have it be impeachy, but no politics on this channel. Contains malted barley, malted wheat, malted oat, and oat flakes. And I am now very curious for the hops, if they went with apricot-y thingies. Okay, so without further ado, let's have a taste. I am very curious for this one. Yeah, that already looks really juicy. And actually very nice too. So first off, yeah, this is extremely hazy. There's not a lot of light coming through there. So very hazy. Lovely, yeah, murky, pale, yellowish, dark yellow actually, straw yellow, and beautiful off-white, almost light yellow foam. Thick, creamy, bubbly, everything that we can want from a beer like this. And very hoppy indeed. Hoppy, dry, slightly acidic even, tiny bit of carbon dioxide, but not too much. And indeed a bunch of stone fruit, a bunch of peach, apricot if you will, a bit of mango even, but they're all family, so yeah, let's have a taste. Cheers. Ooh. My very first initial thought was, this tastes exactly the way it looks. But then, immediately thereafter, the taste evolved when rolling over the tongue, when spreading through the mouth. It tastes exactly the way it looks, but with a bunch of extra. what really stands out to me is, first off, a bit of acidity, but a pleasant acidity. Secondly, way more bitter than I expected, which is a plus for me personally. And way boozier than I expected. Like, this doesn't taste like a 7.5, this tastes like a 9 easily. And then it is very fruity, and I do get the apricot mentionings, because this really reminds me of compote d'apricot, abrikozenkompot in Flemish, which is a sort of let's say a sort of apricot chutney-ish type of deal, something that we or we used to use very much in Belgian kitchen, lovely with chicken, for example, instead of applesauce. It's like applesauce but from apricots. So this is also a trip down memory lane. I'm getting nostalgic with this beer. Yeah. Now I want chicken with compote d'apricot and frietjes or croquetjes. I only have one remark for this beer, and that is the balance between fruity, acidic and bitter could have been a bit better. On the other hand, BBP is a brewery that likes to play with extremes, and it does stand out. So now, in the aftertaste, we lost all the fruitiness, and we go back to a very classic New England IPA, a very classic hazy. But that doesn't make it worse or less pleasant. I'm struggling here how to score this. You know what? Make it a 3.75. I was gonna give this a 3.5, but this can really deserves a 1-up. So a 3.75 it is. Yeah. Now I'm gonna enjoy this a bit further. I think I still have some crisp somewhere that will go perfectly with this. Until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit a thumbs up, leave a comment down below if you have any questions or remarks. If you want to support this channel, share a video or visit the Patreon page, buy me a beer, or just subscribe to the newsletter, that's free. And if you're visiting Antwerp or Belgium tout court, let me know, we'll work something out. And I am really considering doing guided tours, because I really miss that, and my god, do we have beer history and nice beers in Antwerp. So if that's something you would like, let me know as well. Until then, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.